Welcome to the very first episode of You Can Emerge Positive. And I am your host, Deanne Lewis. I'm also the founder of Emerge Positive, and I am so incredibly happy that you are here. I am grateful that you are here, which is definitely going to be the theme of our conversation today about gratitude. But I wanted to just share with you that the reason I'm doing this podcast is to help you shift your mindset so that you can create the life that you are meant to be living. One that is joyful, one that is abundant, and one that is with purpose. So I'm hopeful that you will tune in regularly. These are going to be short. I know I appreciate all of the podcasters out there that are doing hour plus podcast. And I listen to them myself when I have time, but time is something that I am so focused on. So I'm going to try and keep these to under 15 minutes so that you can come in, get the information, find the tools that work for you, and then go out and implement them in your own life. So, welcome to the first one. And today we're going to talk about gratitude. It is a simple concept, but it is so powerful. And I know, we're going into the month of November, and that's when everybody talks about gratitude. As an aside, I cannot believe we're already in November. Like, it's just spinning my head off right now that I am saying November, and that's like in the near term. I can't even believe that. But here we are. And gratitude is definitely the theme of November. So I thought that's a perfect thing to talk about for timing reasons. But the reality is even if it weren't this time of year, I would still start with gratitude. And it's because of its effectiveness, because of its simplicity, and the fact that it's also free. Like you don't have to pay a cent. And you can do this every single day, and you will see and feel the benefits almost immediately. It is truly the best drug out there, if you want to call gratitude a drug. So, anyway, today we're going to talk about that. And I want to start my whole kind of story here with a personal story. I have been doing, I have been in the personal development category as a coach and as a student since 2004. So over 20 years. And I have been using gratitude journals and just and really just thinking about gratitude for that entire time, but I kind of go on and off with it. Sometimes I really feel the need that I need to be focused on it, some I don't. And when I'm doing it, I really notice a difference in my life. And it is as simple as just thinking about things. You don't have to always keep a journal, and I'll go into that later, but it really is super impactful. And I consider myself a very grateful person that I am really intentional and really appreciate the things that are in my life. But just a few years ago, well, okay, it's probably more like 7 years ago. But anyway, I was with my husband, and my husband was not on a salaried level job. He was on a kind of pay per performance job. And I was on a salary job. At the time, I worked for Warner Brothers, where I spent a big part of my career. And I had been taking for granted getting paid because you don't get a paycheck anymore. It just like money just shows up in your bank account. And it had gotten to a point where I would be surprised. Like my bank, I would be like, "Oh, I got paid yesterday. I totally forgot." And but my husband was in this position where he wasn't getting paid regularly. And it really made me stop and go, wow, I am not taking this for, I mean, I'm taking it for granted. I'm not grateful for the fact that I have this security and that I don't even have to worry about this, that the money is just like magically just shows up in my account. And I really thought, holy cow, like I really need to reassess this because that's kind of wrong. It's certainly not what I stand for, but I'm just showing this as an example of how easy it is to take gratitude for granted. And that something that we really should be aware of is being grateful for what we do have in our life, even if it's not the Kardashian level of wealth or stuff, because who cares? Being grateful for what you have increases what you have. Being grateful opens the door for more to come in. And that's kind of the first thing that I really want to talk about is how gratitude is energy. And when you are really intentional and being grateful for what you have in your life, whether it be It could be anything. It could be your sheets on your bed. It could be the fact that you have hot water. It could be the fact that you have drinking water in your house, which we all take for granted here in the United States, but that is something that not everybody worldwide has. And so if you start really looking at all the things in your life that are simple, like going to the grocery store, walking through a grocery store and seeing these beautiful fruits and vegetables and foods that are right there for you just to pick up and take home with you. You don't have to do anything to get that. And that's just not the way that it is in the rest of the world. So it's something just to be aware of. And when you are aware of it, and when you are in a gratitude mindset, it's like this energy switch that you turn on. You start becoming more of a magnet for more good things to come into your life. You start thinking differently, and that causes you to see things differently. It causes you to use different words when you're communicating with people, and it sure shows up in how you are presenting yourself. The energy surrounding you when you are in a place of gratitude is so different than when you are not. So I really encourage you to really think about how you're showing up. And if you have spent any time in the morning doing gratitude work and how that is going to change your day, like how you show up at the office, how you show up to your spouse, how you show up to your kids. So let me talk to you about how simple this is. And I'm sure you've heard about this before, but let me remind you. Doing a gratitude journal can be, and they do say that writing it down is more impactful than not writing it down. So in the beginning, I would highly, highly suggest that you write it down. But all you do is this. Every single day, you write down three things that you're grateful for in your life. And it's good to rotate. Like make yourself think of the littlest things, like I have clean water in my house, or big things like I'm so grateful that I'm healthy, that I just had a physical at my doctor and everything is checking out, or I've just gotten over or beaten cancer, or whatever it may be. But really think about things every day, try and make it different, and focus on the things that are in your life today that you are grateful for. Those things like getting paid every 2 weeks or every month, that and they're automatically deposit, they're so easy just to take for granted. And then we forget to be grateful for the fact that we're getting paid for doing a job, hopefully that we enjoy, or at least for a job that is paying our bills. So it's simply writing down those three things every day of things that we're grateful for. If you find, and again, if you start out, I prefer that you write it down. But if you don't have a journal or you're just not going to write it down, like you just know yourself, I'm never going to do this, then do this instead. Before you even get out of bed, like your alarm went off, you shut it off, you lay there and you think of three things that you are grateful for and challenge yourself every day for it to be different. And that alone is a mind shifter. It's crazy, but it changes your perception. It's changing your brain of how you are thinking and how you're approaching your day. So, and this isn't just even woo-woo. I'm bringing it up here on my screen. I pulled up some studies, research studies that prove that this is truly a scientific thing. This is not just woo-woo, okay? Harvard had a study in 2021, and they said that people who regularly express gratitude feel more optimistic, they experience fewer physical ailments, and they have stronger relationships just from practicing gratitude, right? Optimism, less, physical ailments, you're not dealing with a whole bunch of stuff in your body, and stronger relationships. It's nuts. There's another study here from UC Davis that people that kept a gratitude journal for 10 weeks, they reported 25% higher life satisfaction and they slept better. Oh my God. How many people are like horrible sleepers and don't sleep well and are, struggling just day to day because you're not sleeping well? Try this gratitude. This could help that whole problem. 25% reported it. That's huge. Okay, I'll only do one more here. Here we go. How gratitude changes the brain chemistry. So this is UC Berkeley. And they said that neuroscience confirms that gratitude rewires your brain. And MRI scans show that regularly practicing gratitude activates the prefrontal cortex and the area linked to decision making, empathy, and long term happiness. Okay, I can't give you enough examples here and reasons why you should do this. Like, this is so much. Just try it. Again, it's free. It takes no time to do, and it has all of these benefits. It's crazy. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. And again, it's November. It's kind of like a thing, it's a theme. Just tell your friends and family I'm doing like a Thanksgiving themed gratitude thing and try it. Seriously, it is, you are not going to regret it. You'll probably be hooked on it forever, and you should share it with your kids too. Honestly, if you've got teenagers or even kids in elementary school, it is a great thing to start. Do it at dinner time. You know, when you're sitting and having dinner at the table, talk about what's something that you're grateful for, whether you do one thing or three things, but like at least one thing. That would be a great thing to start as a family tradition to get everybody focused on positive thinking, rewiring their thoughts, rewiring the neurological pathways, as it said in the study, and it will really shift how you as a family operate and how you're seeing things, how you're discussing things and communicating with one another. It's truly incredible. Okay, so I know I talked a little bit about the about gratitude as an energy, but I want to just talk about it one more quick time here because we are all energy, right? We are all energy. And when you show up at work or for your spouse or for your kids, for your neighbor, when you're showing up in a bad mood where you woke up on the wrong side of the bed and you just lean into that, and then you show up with an attitude and you're angry or you're frustrated and you're not being kind or empathetic or open, you have a choice to do that differently. No one is making you be in a bad mood. That is a choice. All of these are a choice. You choose to be angry, you choose to be friendly, you choose to be kind, you choose to be grateful. It is a choice, just like happiness is a choice. Gratitude is a choice. So if you start your day this way, I promise you, you are going to show up differently at work. And that is going to have a big effect how people talk to you. They're going to want to be around you because your energy is going to be so much higher and kind and open. Just try it. Give it a test. Give it a whirl. See what happens. I'm telling you, it is probably one of the most um, life-changing things that's so easy. Like everybody should be doing this. This should be taught in preschool. Honestly, I don't know why we don't teach this in schools. It would make a difference on how the kids felt in their classroom every day. Again, try it at dinner tonight with your kids. It's incredible. Okay. Well, I can't believe that I'm already at the end of my very first one, but here we go. So if there's one thing that you take away from today, I hope that it's this. Gratitude is simple, it is free, and it is available to you right now. So before you even get out of bed tomorrow, remember, think of the three things that you are grateful for right now in your life. Just put your attention and your focus on that because what you focus on grows. So as you are if you are grateful and you are putting your focus on that, you are growing more of that positive energy. I'm telling you, this thing works. Think about the things you're grateful for, mull them over, smile, take them in, feel it, do it again the next day. And you are going to see a difference in how you show up and how people are reacting to you. Truly. If you'd like to keep this practice alive, I hope that you will join me in my newsletter that I write. It's called You Can Emerge Positive. You can sign up for it on emergepositive.com. It is free. There is also a free morning booklet. It's called EP Mornings, and it will walk you through a morning routine and how you can curate something for yourself. I'm going to talk about that in probably the next episode, but just for this point, it is there. You can sign up for the newsletter on the website and you can download that free PDF that can help you with that. I know we're all looking to improve our life. We're all looking to have that life that we know that we deserve, that life that we want, the life that we are meant to have. And that is what we're going to keep talking about on these podcasts, how we can shift our mindset to do just that. So I hope you come back. Thank you for joining me today. And remember, You can emerge positive.